Hey, welcome back, everyone, to another live stream. We're playing some Farming Sim tonight. We're going to attempt to try to get some work done tonight. Is really what's going to happen. We've got tons to do, and basically need to just get started. I think that's all good there, but we need to might as well start the trucks, get them all warmed up. Drive the tractor down. I know I'm going to need the grain cart. We're definitely going to have to need the grain cart. And I have thought about this one a little bit more. I almost want to do my outside rounds and then hire or lease out another combine and hire it out. And I've been thinking about, like, we have the X9, which is cool. It's awesome. But I'm thinking about picking up a case, to be honest. And it's nothing against John Deere's or anything. It's just, something big but not as big kind of dealio. So that might be an option, because this is a huge field. This is going to take us forever. It took us, what? Somebody told me 11 episodes. I could see that. That's 11 weeks of work. Here. It's also insanity. When you really actually start thinking about it, it's like, say what? Really? Alright, well, I did do a little test patch in here just to get the ground started. Probably going to drive the tractor up on the side here and just back into it a little bit, like so. And just offload a little bit. Sorghum is unfortunately brutally friggin' heavy. Gotta get myself lined up here. And the worst part is, it's not like I'm driving into it. I am literally backing into it. Won't take long to offload. Alright. There we go. Let's get this hay wagon rolling. But I tell you, with the X9, this is way faster than what that Klaus was. In some regards, I should have kept the Klaus with the header, but I need the header to pay for the leasing costs and the header for this thing. So it was warranted, but we are definitely under the gun on this guy. This is a huge friggin' field. I would love to own this field. I really would. It's a pretty decent payday for us too. Like, I would definitely consider this being worthwhile. This contract alone, and we could use this extra sorghum. We really could. Chicken feed. Oh, it is coming off nice, though. You forget how big these frickin' headers are when you're actually running. Like, even when I'm doing it in real life, too. Like, I hop into these things and it's like, oh, it's not that frickin' big. Whoop-de-doo, it's a 50-foot header. A 54-foot Hydroflex. And you're looking at it going, realistically, it looks exactly the same as a 24-foot. Difference being his combine's a lot wider. If you think about the old, the hell did they call them? It was a Gleaner, I remember that. And one of the old Gleaners, it didn't have the buddy seat. at all. And that thing, well, it was quite awesome, besides the point, but I can't imagine, but I think it was only like 8-9 feet wide. So basically, thinking about my 3/4 ton from mirror tip to mirror tip, that's how wide the combine was. Narrow as fuck. Then you think about these things you're doing. Yeah, they're a lot bigger. Hey, I'm actually nearly around this freaking first piece. We're gonna be full here right away. We know that. Yeah, we're chewing through stuff pretty good now. Maybe I don't have to lease it. Like, when you actually look at it through this spectrum, we've taken a lot off already. But it might be fine after 3 rounds. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I didn't actually even name the title of this. And if you guys are wondering why I did, it's because this is the first contract for a field I had. I think it was barley too. But yeah, this is the first contract I picked up, was this field. And here we are. And all I had was, I actually had a John Deere. I had a small John Deere. And I had the Roto Smash. I leased out the Roto Smash as a secondary. And it's literally everything that I had to do this job. I didn't even have a grain cart. I did buy that tandem though. I bought the tandem before I had the Super Bee. Now the Super Bee, on the other hand, it actually has it has a bit different stuff on it. For like hours on it. I think it has more than the tandem, but that's only because I was hauling and doing other stuff. But I find that the tandem is more usable. If there was a grain truck that was a Tridem, I would totally get one. And a Tridem, for those that don't know, it's 3 axles on the back instead of the 2. But it just has a bigger grain capacity, that's all. It's still the same kind of unit. Why am I always tired when I play these? Probably because I just always tired. I mean, I had a decent day at working. Like, I got most of my estimate ready to go. All I need is pricing. That's not bad. So pricing's really not bad. And I got a lot more done on my taxes. Actually, the piles on my floor are getting smaller. Like, a lot smaller. I only have 2 small piles left. And reconciliation of the accounts, and bam, she's done. actually chewing through this. It's surprising. Honestly, it's surprising. Being that how big this combine is, it doesn't seem to take near as long to get through it. Again, the 54 foot, it's like, I know it's 2 full headers what I had with the John Deere. It might be 2 and a bit. So my old 2 rounds are basically 1 round with this. I probably could get away with just doing 2 rounds personally, but we'll see. We might do 3. This is a long stretch because this one has the whole span. That side's broken up. Just gotta let the combine work. We are basically doing the full frickin' header width. That's not bad. These things are huge. I really like the idea of an air bar though. It makes sense. Like, it really does. Even if you have shelling issues with certain grains and stuff, I could see this being an ideal tool to harvest better. Because you're basically, as soon as you're going to hit it, it's going to shell out, and you're going to lose a percentage of it on the ground. But if it blows it, even a portion of it onto the belt, well, shit. All of a sudden, that makes sense. Actually, more so than anything else. Oh, hang on. I see somebody in the yard. I shall be back shortly. Bear with me, everyone. With me. Howdy dokily, everyone. I am back. It's always the fun things in life that get you confused. It's actually kind of normal at this point for me. It's like, oh, someone coming in the yard. Yep, talk for a half hour. And then we're off again. Alright, chat window. Do your thing. There we go. Ha! Oh, crap. It's like, well, this is exactly like harvesting at Hardesty. You take your eye off the screen for 2 seconds to check the message from one of the guys going, alright, we have a breakdown. Which is usually why I get a message on my phone in the first place. Because he's not talking. And then it's like, okie dokie, now what? And you lift your head up for 2 seconds and realize the GPS has dropped in the bottom of the frickin' hill and your combine is now drifting madly off in a different direction. Auto steer's fantastic, up until the point when it isn't. And it's really subtle at first, too. Okay, where's that frickin' tractor of mine? This damn thing's gonna be full in a second, too. Ugh. I know the cousin was looking at the new tractors John Deere's kicking out, too. Those things are sweet. Went to I know he went to the farm show. I didn't get to go. I was working down south at that point, so I didn't get to go to the farm show. But yeah, no, they're apparently pretty sweet. Showed me a bunch of pictures of them. The first thing, this bullshit is fixed. For all those that don't know, have you ever tried to hook a John Deere up to the hitch? You can't see it. You sort of have to eyeball it and hope it's there. Because this sucks. And no other tractor design out there has that. Just John Deere. It's just the way they have their fuel tanks set up that it's just asinine. The other thing I thought was really neat about the new John Deeres, they don't contain DEF tanks anymore. The DEF is out the window. It's freaking fantastic. I don't know why you have DEF tanks anyways. I mean, doesn't help the environment at all. You spill that crap, you'll never grow anything there again. Besides that, this shit freezes at like -2. -10, it splits the tank. At -40, you have a hell of a frickin' mess. You're gonna make me drive all the way around again, aren't you? Swine. It's kind of actually one of those things why I get a lot of guys go, you know, you bought a 3/4 ton pickup truck. I went, yes. Why didn't you get the diesel? 1, the cost of maintenance. 2, the diesels contain a DEF tank, which freezes in the wintertime. It gets fucking cold here. So no. Besides that, DEF is extremely expensive for what it is. And you don't get much mileage out of it, really. Diesel is typically 15-20 cents a liter more expensive than regular gas. And I don't tow 24/7. I mean, if I was towing a trailer 24/7 all the time, like, I mean, a lot of hours, yeah, okay, I'd go with the diesel. No issues, no question. It would make sense. But I'm not. It's a work truck, yes. Don't get me wrong, my 3/4 ton is a work truck. But the gas, I am pleasantly surprised, actually. it's really freaking good on fuel, which is the big surprise. Tons of power. Like that 6.6 gas unit in there with the Allison. That thing is freaking powerful. And yeah, no, if you're doing long hauls, like long trips, like 200-300 kilometers, A, doesn't miss a beat, but two, and this is kind of the big one, you're idling down the road 1100 RPM, you're not using a drop of fuel. It literally is just... if I'm idling and not doing stupid stuff like, sounds cool, and put my foot into it, yeah, I can easily get over 1,000 kilometers a tank. Easy. No question. And it's not your typical lumber wagon, as they would always say. I'm going to zoom past. Gotta fill the Super B first. I'll make a loop out here. Yeah, I'm quite surprised with the 3/4 ton. Mind you, it's a brand new one. Well, not brand new now, but I bought it brand new. It's a 2023. Its ride quality isn't bad. However, it has a major downside to it. It eats tires. Why does it eat tires, you say? Well, because of the sheer weight of this thing. This thing weighs over 10,000 pounds. I mean, I got it custom made, right? Can I still... That's probably saying it's full, right? Dump it there, it should be fine. Yeah, it has one major downfall in it. It definitely needs tires. The first set I had on it, 15,000 kilometers, done. Completely wore out, completely bald, separating the whole 9 yards. Complete trash. And those were Firestone, so they're not a cheap tire, but they're not a quality tire for the roads that we live on. So I decided, I'll get Falcons, right? I heard lots of good reviews. Guys go, I got 60,000 miles on a set on gravel. Yeah, your gravel's not ours. Your gravel is nice and smooth and doesn't have jaggedy edges. Ours does. Ours is a giant pile of shit, and it's crap gravel. Well, it's sharp. And yeah, it's I've done better with them. I've got about 26,000 kilometers on it so far. But they're getting bald. There's no edges left on them. They're all rounded. Which chewed all them off. But yeah, no, it's they're not getting any better mileage. Not much, really. So the only other option tire I could think about putting on this thing would be an M55 Toyo. Toyo or... It's either a Toyo or Yokohama. I can't remember which brand it is. I know it's an M55. They're super hard frickin' tire. Don't get me wrong, the Falcons were good. They they were really good actually. They didn't wear down necessarily quite as bad as the Firestones did. They had really good traction in the wintertime. I could stomp on the gas and four-wheel and just launch away from everyone. I don't know how much I actually had out of there, or if there's any left in the pipe. Nope. Or the combine shut off, one of the two. Why don't we park it out here and see if the combine shut off? We'll do it that way. Abso-freaking-lutely it did. So, I don't know. But I know before next winter I'm going to have to put another set on. It really sucks, but I know I'll have to. But the way it's chalking up this year, it's going to be a busy construction year. Uh, it's worrisome that I don't see hardly any basements being put in around here. Like new houses, there isn't any. I don't know if the same could be said for most other places, but my local area, there's no houses going up. The only reason why I'm busy the way I am is just simply maintenance. People are doing maintenance on their house. Ones that can't afford a house. So it's, I don't know, it's getting kind of sketchy out there. I mean, even the farmers around here are complaining about it, going, we still need house maintenance, so we'll still get you in to do stuff, but it's like, yeah, it's like one of my old friends. He worked in a warehouse. I actually worked there for a little bit too when I was having knee issues. He said, you can only sweep the floor so many times before they're no longer going to pay you to sweep that floor, a clean floor. Yeah, no, I understand and I get it. But unfortunately, that's the way our economy's going. It's going for shit. And if the trades aren't busy, the economy's crashing. I really hate to say it. Because between the real honestly, the people that run this country are the farmers and the tradesmen. Really, and that's the way it works down to. That's the way it is. It literally is the farmers and all the trades. You get rid of one or the other, there's problems. And we're getting to that point where there's problems. I mean, the whole bullshit with the capital gains stuff on the field's just nuts, too. Now, I get it if you're selling land and a property, like a property guy buys it and the property guy divides it up and sells it. Yeah, the property guy should get nailed for capital gains and whatnot. Not the farmers. If it goes from, a farmer buys another farmer's field, there shouldn't be freaking capital gains on it. Why? Because that poor ass farmer, the only reason why he's selling it is because he can't. There's two reasons. One, they're moving it down. So they're getting to the age where they can't manage it anyways. And two is they can't afford to keep operations anymore, so they're selling it to a bigger operation. So you shouldn't get taxed the shit out of it. I don't know, it's getting stupid out there. Even in Europe, I don't understand how the governments can be prosecuting the farmers. I have issues with that because it's like, okay, don't you want food on the table? Like, really? Think about this, people. Although I had the argument a little while ago with a couple of vegans going, even if you are, there's great demand for potatoes and sugar beet. Of course there is. I hauled all of it. That's not what I was going about. I had this conversation with a few of them on a forum once, and it was like, well, even if you are buying meat and whatnot, it's selfish and it harms the animals, but you could just go to the superstore where it's made. No, you can't. Well, it's not made in the stores, it's sold in the stores. Your argument is mute and you're an idiot. I'm sorry, all your brain cells do not work. Mind you, it's no different than this stupid guy. Alright, a little while ago, actually quite a while ago, it's probably about 9-10 years ago now, but you know how time goes. You think it's like yesterday that you talked to this guy, but no, it was a long time ago. Anyways, can't remember how it went down, but I remember that I really had a craving for tuna melts. Oh yes, thank you for giving me an alarm at this time for whatever reason. So yeah, I was like, all right, I have a craving for tuna melts. I'm going to go into town because apparently there's no tuna left. So I go into town and I buy a couple. I was going in for a couple of cans of tuna. Got confronted by a animal rights dude, and this bleeding heart liberal was, telling me how the lovely dolphins get stuck in the really get stuck in the fishing nets. You turned off on me again, didn't you? Swine. Wasn't gone that long. Maybe the maintenance are starting to affect it. Anyways, this guy bleeding heart going, oh, in the fishing trolleys that go out, they collect all the fish and the tuna and everything else. One, tuna is not usually netted. Okay, we won't go there. Not quite like that. Not the way he was talking anyways. And he goes on and on and on about how the poor defenseless dolphins get stuck in these nets, and before you know it, they haul them on deck, and because these are big fisheries, they slaughter them right then and there, and what you're really getting in those cans is mostly dolphins, not so much tuna. And I kind of looked at him and went, huh, well, I did not know that. I am really sorry about this. He goes, well, good. I'm glad I educated somebody. So I grabbed about 4 or 5 cans of it. Turns out I fucking love dolphin. And I left him mortified in the aisle. Literally left him mortified. As I was walking out the door, I could still see him in the aisle, just completely dumbfounded. I didn't need 4 or 5 cans of tuna. I only need like 2, but it was like, you know what? Turns out I fucking love dolphin. But to be honest with you, there's no dolphin in those nets. In any fishery nets, you might get one every like 2 million tons of fish, or you get a floater. Possibilities of getting a floater is probably higher. But I've even had the conversation with the stupid vegans, like, oh, but you can't harm a poor defenseless animal. Well, one, that poor defenseless animal feeds everyone. It doesn't know any better. And I said, well, what if we did the same thing to you? And I said, honestly, if I'm dead, I wouldn't care. Again, I could just see the brain cells disappearing on the chat going, not the response we're looking for. You ask a dumb question, you're going to get a dumb answer. I'm sorry, but that's the way it works. But then the conversation goes on, well, if you're, an animal rights dude, and not saying there's anything wrong with it, but you don't really get all the facts because you don't really know what actually goes on. And it's not like, I guarantee farmers around here aren't beating their animals. They're just not. Now, in a big chicken barn, is there a bunch of dead chickens once in a while? Yes. And it's very important to get those dead chickens out of the main area. I mean, shit happens, right? Animals die. But you can cause a lot of disease by leaving it in there. And not to mention chickens are omnivores, they eat everything. Including their other chickens. So no, you do not want that to go on. You can create a lot of disease and stuff. So, no, we don't, when we see a dead animal, we just pick it out of there and throw it out. Half the time, well, it depends on how it died and what have you, but it's basically like, chicken? It's been a few times that's happened. I have friends that have chickens as. You actually tried the 62 foot. Oh, that would. You have to have a big field. Well, this one could probably do the 62 foot. If you could drive down the road to get it here. The one thing is, I didn't actually get a cart with this. Not at all. Guess I could hook over and do a loop here. Since I partially did a loop anyways, might as well just continue on. I'm gonna have to haul pretty soon. That Super Bee is gonna be full. And normally I haul right to my farm, but in this one, I'm not going to. This one I'm going to just haul straight up. We're actually cutting pretty good here. Just about full though. There we are. We're full. Now watch, it'll shut off by the time I get there. One of these tractors is the right one. There we go. Get out of the canola field, you dummy. I'll be harvesting that one next. Well, first round's down. Done. Down, done. Down and dirty and done. Well, see how wide the second round is. I might do 3 rounds. We usually do 3 rounds in real life. Just because X9s, even though they turn tight, their headers are freaking huge, and well, trees suck. Not as much as deer. That's kind of gross. I've never honestly picked one up myself, but yeah, I helped clean one out. Oh, that one went right in. Oh, I guess I could have packed up and got the rest of it. Oh well. So how big is the second round? This field I probably want to do 3. I probably should do 3 rounds. Okay, the answer to the question, did the combine shut off? Yes, yes it did. Well, that definitely changes the outlook of things. That's potatoes, I ain't dealing with that. But this field 96 is the one I'm working on. And it's going to the grain mill. Groovy. You know, this is the first time I've had apple whiskey in a long time. I miss it, actually. I mean, there's 3 things you usually had in a tandem grain truck. Typically. Or typically what I found around my local area anyways. And that, simply put, is 3 main things that's usually underneath the seat, which is a bottle of Crown Royal whiskey, a bag of Hawkins cheesies, and a Jack shirt that's ripped in so many places it's not even considered a Jack shirt anymore. Those are the 3 main things I always find under a tandem seat. I mean, can you really complain about it? No. No, but I find it funny. You know, if it happens once, it's like, yeah, you know, okay, I understand, you know, it happens, right? But when you start going into and helping other people and you start realizing every single one of them has it, It is hilarious, actually. Man, you can see that trailer dropping. Just look at that back end sinking down. She actually took hold of it. Alright. Yeah, it's probably full enough, though. Oh, yeah. Oh, I did shut it off. What the hell? Why can't I move? Because I maxed out. Oh, yeah. 88% full and we're maxed. Yeah, I can feel it. I don't see any explosions on those tires yet, but... Oops. That is the wrong button. That's the button. As I get out and realize quickly that I can run faster than the truck is, and it's like, oops. Alright, let's switch it up to the cart in the front. Off to the grain mill. Because while I'm on my travels, I could also take a look at the finances, which were only 384 down. That's a pretty impressive increase. Well, 422,000 in contracts, and harvest income's not bad. Oh, we're drifting. There's a reason why you don't text or drive. Holy shit, man. Animals, how we doing? How are we doing? Well, pretty good, but we're getting lower on water there. That's the other thing, is we're going to have to think about hauling our animals to the slaughter. Yeah, that was close. As I drive away and go, that was a butt-puckery moment. Right, okay, cool. Yeah, like I was saying, I have not had a Crown Royal apple in a long time. This is actually pretty tasty. Nice. Problem with that stuff is it's so freaking smooth, you can just knock her back constantly, and later you're going, why am I feeling it? Right? That was only a small drink. You look at the bottle and you realize you drank 3/4 for 2.6, and you go, never mind, I figured it out. I can't remember which game we were playing the one night. Oh, it was War Thunder. That's what it was. Yep, I remember now. A couple of the buddies came on and we played War Thunder for a bit. Looked down and you realize, yep, yeah, it makes sense now. Totally makes sense. 3/4 of a bottle later and you're going, yep, sure did. Now, I absolutely hate the way they place this. This, to me, sucks. I don't even know if I got onto it. Probably not. Yeah, no, let's try it from a different angle. Let's try coming in from the tree line here and zoom in. I am more and more thinking about putting a cereal mill in. FYI, I'm turning tight and this truck doesn't like it. I might make it through here like this. Especially if I straighten out then turn. Maybe not so much. Probably say that I can't cut this tree down because it's not mine. You're not allowed to cut this tree. Really? Because I so want to. I don't know how else I could come into this any straighter than I currently am. Now the truck is hooking onto the fucking tree. I mean, jackknifing a truck, this is normal. Alright, let's try at this angle now. This is the one major problem with the Super Bee. Well, we lost $7,000 in a short period of time. That's probably the, what was it, $800,000 loan? 945. We're under $1 million. Like, I mean, we're doing all right with that regards. How are we doing here? Could do with more wheat and more barley. Honey and strawberries at any point. Strawberries I could. How was my cloves doing? I got 53, whatever the hell liters of cloves equates to. Why is it liters? No, we get down a bit on chickens, but we got 13,000 cut chickens, cut frozen chickens. We are going to sell our... Oh, we did sell the diesel. Okay. Okay. Crude oil. And our Fabrici. So we got quite a bit on our Fabrici yet. We're doing alright on our Fabrici. That Fabrici is doing good. But yeah, no, the one biggest thing that I really want to try to do sometime is production is a cereal mill. Because this is a grain mill. This is what this is the grain mill. And it does it does oats, it does wheat, it does sorghum, and it does barley, and it makes, well, flour. Spinnery, sugar mill, tailor shop, cereal. Holy shit, this guy is a little bit bigger than I was expecting it to be. It's only 110,000 though. Oil mill. Great bakery. Yeah, and then we get into the crude oil stuff. Yeah, this is the bigger oil one. You basically buy air to extract, but you get a lot more oil in the procedures. Yeah, I got a lot of other secondary stuff that we can work with. A wool. I did not know that I could actually have that one. Little did you know, right? So yeah, going back to it, yeah, there's the oil, which we could buy that one behind, or the cereal. Now the cereal plant, it takes many different kinds, like corn, oats, honey, which honey is the biggest one with me, is ability to, another place to use honey other than what I currently have. Now, I don't know if I'm on enough to do this, but I should be able to, worst case scenario, jackknife it here and be able to still do it. I apparently always got to come in that other way. Apparently. Well, I guess there's nothing to it. We've hauled 7%. This isn't going to take near as many hauls as I thought it was going to. We're 10% done. Really? We're 10%? I've done a round. 10% hauled, too. So we only need to haul 10 Super Bees here. How much is this place? Like 300,000? 400,000? How much is you? By production. 96,000? That is something to think about. I mean, if I owned all the businesses, who cares? Kind of thing, right? let's go back down and finish a second round of this field. I mean, we just started combining it tonight, so I mean, we got one round down. We're about to do another one. Oh yeah. You know, there's something different about it. Don't get me wrong, there's absolutely nothing wrong with Canadian whiskey. There really isn't. Crown Royal is fantastic. Scotch, on the other hand, perfect. Which is good, because for whatever reason, my freaking leg has been killing me today. Don't ask, don't know. Honestly, I don't. I have no idea what I did. Or didn't. You know the after effect after you've had a Charlie horse? That's what it feels like. But unfortunately, I didn't have a Charlie horse. Well, not that I know of. Twelfth gear. Nothing like a Super B passing your frickin' everyday family wagon. I'm actually going to park this more in the field this time and maybe straight in, but pointed for the door out, I think, maybe. Well, technically speaking, we only need another 9 loads. And then this baby is done. That's close enough. Might have to offload it on the other side, but I can do that. There's enough space there to do it. Okay, off we go. Hip. There we go. Engine. And off we go. Yep, there we go, chewing through the ground again. I did play around with another mod. It doesn't work as well as I was hoping for. I was really hoping it was going to fix a lot of the UI screen stuff, but it did not. It did on certain things, but anything that was modded, it didn't work. And unfortunately, Combine's not modded, but the header is, so it didn't quite work out. If I put a standard header on, it worked. That's really annoying. But the standard header doesn't have the air bar. And I'm getting fond of my air bar. I mean, I don't know what real world practicality would dictate with this stupid air bar. Like, would the fine little aluminum tubes, as it looks like, or maybe they're plastic, I don't know. How often do they break? The flex pieces, how often can they flex before they can't flex anymore and they rip open? It looks like you use pipe clamps on them. Do the pipe clamps actually hold it, or do they fall apart after a while? Like this, how much dust and debris does the blower suck in? Because behind the header, you know it's dusty behind there. Is it really good for it? Like, there's a lot of real world practicality issues I could see. The logic behind it is great. Like, it really is. It makes a lot of sense, but being how many air nozzles are there and everything else, it makes me a little bit leery. Like, that's a pretty good expense, and what happens, how often do they break down and things like that. And it looks like there's a nut and screw on either one. and they're pointed downwards. Well, there's another issue. Unless you use Loctite on them, those babies are going to wiggle loose. Because after all, there's absolutely no vibration on these pieces of equipment. How many times have any farmer anywhere had to stop and fix something because things have wiggled loose? It's kind of inevitability at this point. It's like, well, that shouldn't do that. It shouldn't, but it did because, well, shit. Yeah, this thing is definitely... The X9 is saving my bacon on this field. It really is. The Klaus, for how much span I've done so far on this one, that would have been a... this would have been my third round. I'm only sitting at 80% right now. Yeah, there it is. 80%. And remember, it only did 12.6. This one does 16.2. Still at the 2 and the 6. It's just in a different place. Okie dokie. I'm definitely liking this. This is much better. We nearly actually got to the corner this time. Alright, well, it might be quicker to cut through this guy's yard and then dive straight out. What am I thinking? Yeah, I'm actually quite surprised. I was thinking that I was this year in the spring going to have to do a bunch more advertising and stuff like that, but so far, it's been pretty good. And we had a lot of business from last year poking up that nobody got to and couldn't get an answer out of anyone. And then all of a sudden they're like, hey, we still need this work done. Well, we'll see, because, you know, at the same time, it was like, you know, I couldn't get a hold of you guys last year. All things happen. Yes, but it would have been nice to know about the things that happened. I mean, the one was honestly fantastic to deal with because they apologized profusely, and yeah, I get where they're coming from. And we're getting everything rectified, and I'll get the stuff sent out in the morning for it, and it'll be good to go. I bet this is starting to look a bit different now. Oh yeah. It's amazing what that second round is doing. Yeah, third round will be out here. I think it will do 3 rounds in this field. I think. But you know, thinking only is half the battle. Alright, let's get the show on the... Oh, I did have the pipe in. Alright, show on the road. Oh, in 10 minutes, I made it all the way halfway around the field again. There we go. Off and running once more. I mean, when you're using the full width of this header, you're taking a lot of grain off in a short period. Actually, the more I think about it, the more I like the idea of just buying the freaking grain mill. I don't have to build it myself. And it sells flour, and I think we have a bakery on this. Do we have a bakery? Want to say we do. Bakery, yes, we have a bakery. Flour, yes, bakery. Drunken Vikings also buys freaking flour. Alright. So we could be doing that. I think we're getting close to our little oopsie. You know, the little oopsie doopsie dumpity doo. I know I fucked up once or two. Honestly, it's gonna be fun going back to work outside again. Not that I don't like renovations and that. I do enjoy renovations. But there's something to be said for doing decks and fences outside. I just prefer working outside. Okay, I'm not going to follow it across because it's definitely an oopsie doopsie. Very much an oopsie doopsie. There we go. Right back into it. Well, we're gonna get the second round down here in no time. Just gotta turn around and head back down. Because we had a dump here once already before this point, so it's amazing what that extra 108 feet does. Well, we are going to get full here pretty quick, but we are getting close. Oh, there's a tractor on the other side. We made it all the way across this time. And down a ways. Yeah, we'll do 3 rounds and then we'll contemplate how we're going to do this. Alright, well, once I turn this corner, like 2 rounds, it's we've taken a lot of grain off. I almost want to try my hand in diagonal combining. You know, just I think we did it on this map too, like on this field. You know, starting in a corner and go straight across type thing. Yeah, that, or we start down here and we go back and forth. That's an option too. Actually, I've taken a lot off tonight. By no means we're finishing tonight, but no, that familiar sight. But why isn't it working? Because Combine shut itself off again. It's conserving fuel. It's like the start and stop frickin' vehicles. I've actually played around with those. Do you know if you have the auto start and stop, it's great that you're not puking out stuff in the city and that, but you're burning more fuel by it starting and stopping than you would if you're just idling. It's really super frickin' annoying. Alright, well, I know that thing's full, but I'll get down to the other end and we'll see where we sit. I played around with it a bit. It's like, okay, but it's hard on the starter to constantly keep starting and stopping and starting and stopping, especially in the city. And yeah, it's every time, because especially like Dad's RAV, it's got the calculator, right? Every time it starts back up, it spikes, and it's like 16 to 18 liters per 100, and it's like, okay, and then you have to press and hold it to get the stupid thing to turn off, and then you can basically, you know, it doesn't do the auto start and stop thing. And we played around with it and we did calculations with it, and yeah, turns out if you just let your vehicle idle, you use less fuel. So guess what? At the end of the day, you're also putting out less emissions. So what the hell's the point of it? You're not saving anything. And we did like a control test. We did it without for a full fuel fill up, and then we did it with it on, and there's significant differences. Like it wasn't like, oh, we only burnt an extra liter of fuel. No, there was a lot more than that. I mean, a lot more than that. It's like 12 to 16 liters difference. That's why we're going, what the hell really is the point of it? I can see in a traffic jam, but anyone with a half a brain that was stuck on a traffic jam that isn't moving would just turn the vehicle off anyways. I need technology to tell you that. Ah yes, technology will create a generation of idiots. I see it now. I saw it before, but I see it more now. Well, we're just about down to the other end. This is actually not as bad as I was thinking it was going to be. I don't know, maybe I won't do 3 rounds. Maybe the 2 rounds is good enough. and set this guy on auto, then I can just drive back and forth. I like to do the outside rounds myself. And how much is it actually saying that I've done now? 16%. Okay. I guess we've done 16%. At least they can turn around like this. That's not so bad. There we go. I made it all the way down the field this time, and we're getting close to the trucks again. I won't make it to the truck before this thing's full. There we go. This thing is basically full. Actually, I might combine down all the way over and then just go back and forth and work my way back. That might actually be just as efficient. But yeah, 10 kilometers an hour. Right. I should probably boost that back up to this full spectrum. You can always set it down again later. You do that with your 1, 2, and 3 keys. 3 keys. The third one is to set the cruise. 2 is to increase it. 1 is to decrease it. Pretty simple. And that freaking combine made it quite a ways. Wow, all in all tonight we've combined a lot off. Might as well take the extra 4,000 off of it. Never know, it wasn't 4,000, it was 2,000. I was gonna say, you never know, it might be enough for me to make it there. Nope, it won't. Not even close. You know what? I'm gonna dump the 22,000 in the tandem and take it. I mean, that was a quick dump, but yeah, tandem's full. We can haul him up. Other than the truck, I almost feel like having just a fleet of tandems, or a fleet of grain trucks in general. I wonder if FS22 Mods actually has a Tridem. Makes me want to take a look. FS22 Mods. I have to farming mods. There we are. Let's just look up grain truck. That might be. There is a single. There is a Kamaz. I don't want Russian garbage. There's an old Chev C70. That could be just like my neighbors. Got a bunch of those damn things. A Mack grain hauler. That's just a regular Mack. It was bulk truck beds. What do we have here? Yes, please. I think I found my mod. I think I found my mod. I think I found it. Mostly Lockwoods, but I like it. Download. I will, in a heartbeat, get rid of the Super Bee. If I can have a fleet of trucks. There's a Brandon grain box. There's a Winkler grain box. Extensions, everything. Potato boxes. Silage box. This thing is amazing. I like this mod a lot. Actually, what I might do is not worry about combining anymore. Like, we still have a good half hour that we can work towards on our epic playthrough. Now, did I by any chance trailers? Do I have this? Nope, that's buying it. Never mind. Owned trailers. Yes, the Super Bee is mine. I would sell them in a heartbeat to get a bigger truck. Really would. I'd still keep the truck itself for trailers and stuff, but for grain hauling, I'll use the tandems. They just work better. Alright, the problem is with this, I'm going to have to shut the game down and then boost it back up in a second. I have to open this one. No, I do not. Alright. Let's cut this guy. Mods. I'm going to paste it in here. Bulk truck. There we go. We're going to go here. We're going to go down here. We're going to save game. We're going to quit game. Bear with me, this will go quick. We're going to quit game. It takes a second. We're going to go to Steam again. We're going to go play game. Because you always got to refresh it. No matter what you do, you've always got to refresh your game so the mod installs correctly. So let's go back down here. Yeah, I've played a few maps. Alright, let's see here. Let's go down. I have a few mods on here. Okay, why didn't I see it? Yeah, it's probably staring at me in the face, isn't it? And productions I got off right now. Bulk truck. There we go. We got the bulk truck. Yeah. Alright. First things first. Vehicles, trucks. Is there actually difference in trucks, or is it just like that? Or is it truck beds in general? Yeah, these are just the beds. So that's a grain box, say like that. Now I just need to realistic capacity, unrealistic capacity. Mud flaps. And now I just need to find the trucks to put these on. But yeah, this looks actually much better. I like that. These are potatoes. The Winkler looks like it's pretty good. Solid end gate. Hydraulic. No trap. Silage extensions. Ooh. No end gate in general. Unrealistic capacity. That would go like that. Front ladder. Both for the tandems. Or tridem. It's made for a tridem. I mean, the truck box like that, that's actually not bad. So now, all we need to do is find the truck to go with it. For X2 or X3 attachers. Let's go. See, that's the bulk truck bed. So now we just need to find the trucks to go with them. Then we're good to go. So yeah, let's see here. X3. Let's just go X3 truck. Let's see what we come up with. TLX X3 series attachments. Okay, so tension belts. So those are rollbacks. That's not really what I want. I want actual truck. Though there is a Mack truck. Mack grain truck hauling pack. Here we go. So we got the pup trailer. So we got Mack RS 700 6x4, RS 700L grain truck, grain pup trailer, semi trailer, X2 X3 attachers. Here it is. This is the one I'm looking for. See, this is the part of modding. It's actually the part of modding that I really like. I know it's another. Well, this is a good size mod. It's over 100 meg, but like it doesn't take long to download with my internet, so I'm not worried about it. Now, where the hell is my new computer part? That's the next question. Since I'm looking right beside it, going, I still have this tab open for tracking. Where's my computer part, you bastards? Apparently it's in transit. It's left the package is in transit by the carrier. Arrived at domestic terminal. Right. Okay. It's no longer at the facility for outbound. It's arrived at the domestic terminal station, so it's on its way doing something. Alright, let's go back to here, downloads. Open up using WinZip. Boop, boop, boop. Nope, it's good. Cut that one. Go to my mods folder, paste it there. Grain hauler is there. Alright. So I'm going to do the same routine as I did before. I'm not going to save because I didn't do anything. So I'm just going to quit this. I'm going to quit the game, then I'm going to log back in the game. And then we should have our new grain trucks. I mean, this is ultimately the easiest way to do this. Modding is simple as hell in this game. Like, you don't need to install anything. All you do is you put the zip file right into the mod folder and you run the game. And as soon as the game launches, bam, it's there. So we got the truck boxes and we got the grain hauling. So you go back to the game file, you zoom around here until you find the appropriated mod that's not on. That one there, and we start. And it's installed and we're ready to go to buying them. I know. You spent a lot of money. Well, you should be buying more. I get it. Actually, I don't really have any real trailers. I could get rid of the truck, Super Bee, and everything and just get the grain truck and pop. I could. Trucks. Well, there's this guy. That's 22. That one's 20.4. And then you can get pups with it. X2 and X3. He's 50,000. Well, that's 650 horse. That'd be better. So you can get the... Ooh, with the Dayton drop axle. I don't know if I need a cross track. Nice design. Just standard. Dual pipes. I mean, it's getting expensive, but dual pipes. Rear. Mud flaps, yes. Air conditioner, abso-freaking-lutely. Wet kit. Yep, we're gonna get the wet kit because that's hydraulics. Interior black, beige. Let's go with beige. Attachers. You can also get the fifth wheel attachment, but we're gonna go with the X3. All right, main color. Well, I mean that's different. Let's go with blue. Design color. That's not bad. Design color. That would be better. Trim color black. Alright, 79,000. Here we go. For an X3. Let's make sure that says SX3. We're gonna buy it. Alright. You can fetch it at the store. Trailers. And well, yes. You very much can buy the grain pup, the haul with it. It's not really a trailer on the other one, is it? Oh, look at this. X3. We can have the pup. Yeah, we're gonna buy it too. Okay, now all we need to do is find where the hell those other ones disappeared to. Because they're not like here. Alright, well, hang on. Probably just because I didn't save it. Alright, we're gonna save it. Alright, quit. Yes. Oh, I didn't save the game last time. So even though I turned it on, it didn't save. See? That's the reason. If you don't save the game, it doesn't save the check mark. Duh, I should know this. I should know this by now. Okay, so we bought the truck and the pop, so now we just need to get a X3 box for it. And then we won't go tabbing into it yet. We'll take the other Super B up. So this will just actually be able to haul way more anyways. Trailers now. We're going to do this. And there they are. Silage boss or grain. Grain box 2. I guess I could have just bought the trailer to follow behind it, but oh well. That's just the X2, right? Wide flaps, front. Oh, front flaps, tried them. There we go. Yeah, sure. Yeah, we can do that. Decals. I mean, that's not bad. But this is technically an X2 box. Where's the X3 box that we're supposed to be? Mack truck hauling. That's a wicked freaking box, by the way. Bulk truck box. Front flaps, front tridem, rear flaps. Both flaps tried them. Alright. Main color, boop. Design color, boop. I like it. We'll try it like this. So we're going to get rid of Hunky Dunky. And the reason why I'm doing this, number one reason, the belly dump doesn't work half the time. Going down to get rid of my Mack. I mean, it trucks nicer now when it's empty. Even if it doesn't haul as much as the Super B, I'm fine with it. For the main purpose that they're end dumps. And this thing is slow. Like, I can't see this Mack actually being... Wrong one. As powerful as the others. Yeah, it's only 500 horse. The big guy that I have now, which is also a Mack, mind you, is 650 horse. And actually, I think... No, I'm leasing the truck. Oh no, it's 425 horse. No wonder it's struggling. It's struggling because it can't frickin' haul that much weight. Super B's great and all, but it's struggling with weight. Oh, this field's off now. Just realized this field went off. It wasn't off 2 seconds ago, but it is now. Alright, before I sell it, make an ass of myself. Make sure it works first. Oh yeah, we can do 120 on this thing. Okay, so how do I get this down now? Xbox 2, yeah. Is it because I'm off a little bit, or? Maybe. Alright, what am I missing here? Oh, you can lift the secondary axle. Okay. How do I drop that? I should be out here to do it, or? Got the wet kit on it. That works. Alright, well, I'll push that into it. This might be fun to get attached. Just got back or under, right? A little bit too far now, right? How do we get the boxes onto the trucks? Is it part of this? Like, what do we do here? Trailers and transport, yeah, okay, but it's not helping me any. How do I attach these to it? No, I don't want to sell my boxes. I want to physically put them on the truck. Unless I... Is there any instructions with it when I do it like this? Come on. I mean, I could just do it like that, but... Alright, so... How do I put it on the other? Yeah, because it's... I got them set up as tridems. It's not as simple as driving into them, is it? Especially with that one. Want you to drop on me. How do I do you? That does not help me at all. Yeah, unless I... No. vehicle. Is there anything on the truck that I can do? Okay, I can repaint it or anything, but unless oh, that was the one I wanted. I had an idea. What if those are sitting on frames? What if it actually is sitting on a frame? It's attached to it, but maybe if I lift them off and set them down onto the box, and then it can see it and connect. Maybe that's the problem. Because it looks like they're just sitting on the edge of them, right? What are we looking at here? Not really, yeah. Gotta be a way to hook these up. Okay, so they're not stuck on a frame, so I have to read the instructions. Do I have to physically read the instructions of how this works? Two downloads. Alright, so inspiration, yada yada yada, changes, updates, exercise, improved hauling, yada yada yada. How do I connect? Okay, let's look at the box this time. Let's do that. Bulk truck boxes. How to 6 all designed, all bands designed to work with X2 or X3 attachments based on their names. Yes. Doesn't say how to attach them. I thought maybe they were on a frame or something. You know, like pick them up and legs come off type thing. Alright, I'll put it back where it's supposed to be here. No, I didn't say go back in the forklift. I said get in the truck. Oh, I didn't hit H. What the hell? Next tool doesn't work. Alright, that doesn't really necessarily work. Okay, now I really do gotta get lined up better. Okay. Not conflict with my mufflers. Okay, I might sell owned. Where's my owned? objects. Trailers. One of these. Probably the one that's underneath me, and that one. Because I could just buy the pup, as I've quite frankly found out. Bunko. Makes no difference. There we go, red on that. See, it comes with it. Now, the trick is, these actually do everything besides the point. So do these, apparently. So it doesn't say how these come up. Sooner or later I'll figure it out. Oh, it was the right one. What do you know? Maybe my truck's unrealistic? Let's just try it standard, customize that. Yeah, doesn't cost anything. Maybe it was the mud flaps causing it. Oh, turns out it wasn't mud flaps. How do I get this box on here? Like, it looks cool and all, but how do I get the damn box on? Is there some sort of weird fucking customization thing that I have to do with this? Actually, that design does look better. What if I don't want the drop axle? So that's not really a drop axle now, or is that just a bag? Might just be a bag. Standard. Round fenders, half fender. Just standard, don't really need it. Headache rack with fifth wheel. What if I just went standard? I don't see any pistons though, that's the problem. Service bed attacher. Maybe that might be it. No, I didn't start the engine since I was playing with it. And now I'm letting them way too close. No, that made no difference, did it? Modding is fun. Well, that would make more sense because now it's at least angled. I still don't see any friggin' pistons on it. Still doesn't seem like the right attachment. Alright, so we got the 12V. Still trying to figure it out. Maybe I just need the single one. Maybe I still need the wet kit. Because I would think the wet kit would be the hydraulics. Unless that's X2 that I need, but with a triaxle. Because in the X2 box. Let's try that this time. Look at that. Now it works. See, all I had to do is figure it out. Oh, we even have J brakes. Look at this. Now this is sexy. Didn't need this after all. Apparently I just need the right box option. Now it's going to be a whole hell of a lot easier getting in there. And we own all of it, right? That's the big thing. I'm leasing the truck, which cost me a small fortune on this one. Return. Yes. Sell. And sell. Actually, not that far out. Oh, I actually like the beige interior. Oh, that's a standard. Yes, baby. It's even got the high-low range button on it. That's awesome. Gonna put her in one more. There we go. And she goes a lot faster too. I like it a lot. Okay, this was worth the time it took to figure this out. Alright, it really was. I've got my triaxle, or tridem, plus I've got a pup behind me that actually works, which means I can actually sell that other one that I was going to use behind the tandem. I don't need to now. If anything else, I can buy the secondary pup for it. Another one. That's going to work beautifully. I freaking love Jake brakes. See how fast that idled down too? Love it, love it, love it, love it. Freaking love it. No, don't want to buy it. Ownership. Owned items. Can also sell that thing. Yes. There we go. We're basically back up to where we were. It just took a little bit to figure it out. Alright, let's put the first bit of grain in this thing. Need to get just a bit closer. So the back one will take a lot of the front one. Tip side, grain door. Freaking beautiful. So right now she's got 26,000 in her. Nice. Very nice. So it didn't cost me anything extra. But what I think I might do, now that I know the secret, is I might sell this one and get another one of those. But just as a try-dum. I don't know if I need the pup. Especially since we know it goes 120. So we can actually buy another one of the trucks we want to buy. One of those. Gotta watch where I'm going first. Go buy a tridem. And we'll go from there. So that truck will haul 40,000 pretty easily. This one's definitely slower. And it's a freaking automatic. I like the shifter in that one. That's just what I grew up with. You know? 6 on the tree, and then it's like, alright, click up 1. Okay, now you're 6 more. Then click up, you got 6 more. It's an 18 speed. Or a 19 speed. You got reverse. Which actually is impossible to put into. Well, not, I shouldn't say impossible. You can actually grind the hell out of it and go, get in there. Wait a minute, that's reverse. Don't do that while you're driving. That's a good way to destroy a transmission. Like I said, I love my tandem. I found the better option. Or for now, I could just keep this one on the farm and just use the other one instead of getting rid of this one. I don't have to upgrade it. I'll just use the other one for trucking. Use this one in the yard. %. We haul 3% with this guy, 10% with the Super B, but 3% with him. He is definitely slow. Alright, I want to combine just enough grain tonight to try out the truck. I want to haul it out. I want to haul a full load with it. Unfortunately, it's not nearly full. Well, it definitely took a bit. It really did. It took a bit to get all this organized and figured out. Oh, thanks for the subscription, by the way. I just noticed that. Yeah, thanks for the subscription. I appreciate that, guys. It took a little bit to figure out the mod, how to get it to work, and everything else. I knew it had to have been something to do with a setting. Had to. But yeah, we got her. We got her full fixed up. So yeah. But yeah, no. Getting back to it. Do appreciate the subscription and that. Of course, if you are new here and you're enjoying the content, or you've been here for a while and you just haven't hit that subscribe button, think about it, as it does help us. And of course, there's also the stuff below. If you guys are also enjoying the content and whatnot, think about hitting these Discord channel too. We've just got that set up ish. Still working on it. And of course we do have the donation now too. So if you guys want to give a little or give a lot, don't matter, it's all appreciated. Or you don't even have to. But it is nice. Actually, I had one guy 3 nights ago. It was 3 nights ago that he or she or whatever have you dropped a donation, which actually proved to me that it worked. And it says basically if you do it anonymous, a lot of times it just comes up as 1UP coin instead of anything else, but that's fine. You don't have to give me your name or information. It's perfectly alright. I know I had one guy said, you should restream, you should double dip with Twitch. I used to stream with Twitch. I won't go back. Sorry, but no. I don't know, YouTube just seems to be a lot different crowd. I don't know how to explain it, but I find the YouTube community seems to be a lot more easygoing. I don't know if it's just me or whatnot, but it's what it feels like. It feels more laid back. Whereas Twitch, it's like, you're not very good at gaming, we don't want to watch this. Screw you. Alright. Well, I'm trying to make content here, but I guess screw you is a faceted asset. And again, I'm just doing this to fill up the truck so I can see how it works. I mean, we are chewing through it. Map. Map. Yeah, that one's done now. Actually, the only ones that aren't done is Field 20, Field 43, and Field 103. These two are my contracts that I got, so, I mean, not going to complain. Yeah, no, when you actually physically look at the map, we've taken a lot off tonight, despite our little hiatus of trying to get that to work. And we did. We actually figured it out, so it's not that bad. I like the Trident. I like the pup. That's cool. Should just be touching the tops of it and pulling them in. I definitely did a dip there, didn't I? I like this. On Wednesday, of course, we'll be back at this again. All this work just to go down to the end and start again. Because I think I will go back and forth through here. Combine will probably shut off by the time we get there, but it is what it is. It's not that far away, really. Well, we know Field 69. We just freaking hate that ground. I'm definitely not ready yet. And you know what? I would keep 69 there just because of the number. Need I say more? Alright. Hey, I took the pipe out. I know I did because I looked at it. Hey, you. Opens the pipe. There we go. Now we get to see if my lovely little Tridem truck and trailer actually work. I think it should. Like, I mean, that other truck was struggling to even get up to 60 at 60,000. If this thing is around 40 to 50,000, I don't care. It'll work. Hey, we got a good chunk of this field off too. $16,200 should be enough to fill it, I think. Mind you, we had 22,000 last time, and there was only a couple thousand left to put in the other truck. So tough to say, actually. I can see it puffing out smoke, so she's on. Ooh, the truck is going down, down, down. I have 2,000 left. 40,000. Oh, she accelerates with ease, man. Probably the... I want to say it's probably an Allison. I hate eating axles. It actually has a proper friggin' clutch. I mean, it's full, it's heavy. Took a little bit to get up here, but we're pegging down at about 90 kilometers an hour and plus, which is way better than the other one you ever could have. This thing's booting along. We're doing 100. That's way better. Like, I I can still tell it struggles to get up to its top speed a bit, but I mean we're gonna probably clip pretty close to the top speed by the time we get there. That's much better. Fuel gauge is full, and fuel gauge actually works too. So it looks like all the gauges actually work. That's cool for a mod. Oh yeah, yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's the ticket item right there. That is Oh, that is ecstasy right there. I'm on it, alright? Let's see. Oh, I actually have to go to... Ah, I see now. I have to go to the box. I get it. Got it. Got it figured. Oh man, that truck is sexy as... Oh, that's a gorgeous truck. I actually did move it off the pup enough to get it to dump. That right there is a thing of frickin' beauty. What a gorgeous truck. Oh yeah. Yeah, we've got her figured now. I don't care if it can't haul as much. It's just damn sexy. This was well worth the patience tonight to get. It really was. And having a Jake brake on a truck in a game. Oh. That right there, kids, is just as good as sex when you've been in a truck. A real truck. This thing accelerates like a beast. I love it. Like when it's empty rolling, this thing's amazing. It's actually pretty good when it's full too. Yeah, this was worth the price of admission. Really was. You know, typically, for some whatever reason, I'm not a Mac guy, but I do like my internationals. I don't know why. I really don't. I don't really like Peterbilt's either, but I don't know, something with it. I mean, my two favorites are a Volvo and a International. Oh. Yep. That right there is the sound of ecstasy. Tractor still running? Yes, it is. Well, with that sound, I'm going to end it for the night. Hope you guys have enjoyed. And like I said before, if you're new here and you haven't hit that subscribe button, or you've been here for a while and you just haven't hit it yet, think about it, as it does help us. It helps a lot. And of course, you can do that below the video, or the little Huscarl in the bottom right corner. I mean, right now, for whatever reason, he's deciding to wear a straw hat and nibble on a chunk of wheat. But, I mean, you know, he is a little bit unique, so all you have to do is smack some sense into him and he'll kick out a button and it'll go away as soon as you click on it. So, there is that. And of course, you can hit the likes, the share to all your friends and family, and hit the notification bell so you know when we go live. Plus, like I said, we do have the Discord server up and running. so you can come hang out with us, and it's in the description below for the invite, and of course the donation button too. So if you want to poke fun at me when I'm live streaming sometimes, you can hit that button and go, "You're an idiot," and I'll go, "Yeah, darn tootin'." So yeah, I appreciate everyone coming and watching, and we'll see everyone on the next one tomorrow night. We're actually going back with Assassin's Creed. We'll be hitting up Assassin's Creed 3. So we're taking a look at that. So be sure to check that out tomorrow night. Anyways, like I said,